quick little update before this tutorial gets started. We have a few things that I messed up that I want to show you guys how to fix. So number one would be inside of meet and greet, and within the fridge over here, or in the freezer, this is what it should be like. I originally had a chest going like this, but what you guys will need to do is break out that wall that I had back there and put a row of ice like that. So yeah, you'll want to make sure that all of this is a row of ice behind that, so it should be symmetrical to this side. And the chest should be like this. So that torch is still there. This block is not here. We just have a block there with a chest and a block there with a chest. And then the ice wraps around the whole thing like this. Around the entire thing. And yeah, that wall back there gets pushed back one right up against that. So that's the first change. And the second change is within the Z's. And I don't know how I did this, but for some reason in the actual world, this is my regular Stampy world, but in the tutorial world, I made my Z's backwards. I made the Z's like this. I don't know why I did. I don't know. I really don't. So basically, you just gotta fix these and make them look like actual Z's. So flip those around, and it should look like this. So sorry about that inconvenience, and let's get on to the video. Hey guys, this is Danny and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys how to build the airport from Stampy's world. So, quick side note, all of this terrain over here that you guys may be interested in, or this terrain, any of this terrain and path, this was done in the boat tutorial. So if you guys have not followed the boat tutorial, I would recommend following that first, so then you guys will have this path and all that terrain. So yeah, this is what we should have if we're following along with the easy start, which I have. Or even if you're not, it still should be okay. So this path you guys should, in theory, have from when we followed this tutorial. And we will have to make a bunch of flat land here. And I will show you guys how to do that. So to start off, I'm going to do a bunch of terrain to prepare the area. But first, the one thing I'll have to unfortunately do is break away the giraffes over here. And this will definitely be a lot of terrain and stuff because we'll have to do all this. And but yeah, this will probably be, the first part will be a big terrain episode. And then we'll have to do more stuff like that is not terrain. So let me just chop all this out. This tree and giraffe is unfortunately not here. And also this is not here, because this is where our runway is. Okay, so all this here can be chopped and broken out like this. Looking awesome. Well, not really looking awesome. Well, it will look awesome when it's done. Don't know why I said it's awesome. Well, I'm punching holes in the ground. But, you know, it will look good when it's all filled in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, once this is filled in, we're going to be doing some more fill commands. So you guys, after following a few other tutorials, if you have, you guys should be pretty decent with the fill commands. But let me show you what we have to do. So we could start off if you have these paths, we could start off in this corner over here. Your coordinates may be different, but from mine are. But what you want to do is you want to look at your coordinates of this block in between the path, these two paths over here. And for me, it is 31, 68, 280. So that's what I want to put in. So I want to put in /fill, space, and those coordinates. So for me, it was 31, 68, and I think 280 I said. Yes, so 31, 68, 280. You guys, if you have the easy start, should be the same. And then what we want to do is, once we have those, make sure to put spaces in between each one of our things. We want to fly out to over here somewhere. Right, or in this general direction is perfectly okay. It doesn't have to be exact. We'll go about here in front of these. I think, yeah, we'll go in front of this tree, and right in line with this, in front of the birch tree. If you're following the easy start, the coordinates are negative 36, 68, 3, 35. This is where I'm going to go for now. But all you guys have to do is go to this general area. It doesn't matter exactly where, because we will be adding and chopping pieces out. However, once you get to the area, you don't have to retype in the coordinates. All you have to do is hit the left trigger, or L2, and go down to this little squiggly line, and then you just put 3 squiggly lines, and then you put grass. And now all of this at that level is now filled in with grass. So yeah, we have to chop out these trees here. And we also have to chop out these ones as well, all these sticking out. Another thing we can do is work on building our path down. So I can do that. All these trees over here will be removed due to the our path. So actually, one thing that we can probably do is go back to that we still should have the coordinate plugged in. So what I'm probably gonna do is go all the way down to in front of our house over here. So right to this corner. You can go to these coordinates if you're in the easy start. If not, it doesn't really matter. And what we're going to do is just go over here. And I want to, it actually shouldn't be in the ground. It should be at level 68. Should be one block higher. So you should be standing here. Make sure at the same level as we are over here. So let me drag this down. Actually, let me go one forward, because I'll be doing this terrain as well. So yeah, I'll go right over this corner right here. This is what the coordinates I'll be standing at. So in the easy start, it's -25, 68, 359, or this general area. And what we're going to do is fill it all in with grass. So yeah, we want to fill all that in with grass like that, basically, so we have a giant area of grass. This emerald line was just something I had for marking purposes a long time ago, so that can be removed. And we will have to remove a bunch of these trees here. So one thing that we could do is go in line with, this area because of all these trees. It doesn't matter exactly where, but I'll stand right over here. And then I'm going to do /fill. If you guys have to do this by hand on Xbox One Edition or whatever, basically all you guys need to do is fill in a whole bunch of this grass all the way up to about there. Fill this all in with grass and punch out these trees. But I'm showing you guys how to do it if you guys have commands. So yeah, 329. And yeah. If this is confusing, guys, just make sure, if the commands are too confusing for you, all you really have to do, like I said, is fill all this in with grass so we have land. So just fill in a whole bunch of grass, and I will be chopping out pieces. And then I'll go up here, bump, 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 and air. And there you have it. They're all gone. So another thing I'm going to do is I need to chop out this extra grass that is sticking up here. Chop this out. Let me go check exactly what this terrain looks like. I have a few updates to this terrain over here from going inside of Stampy's actual world. So let me show you guys those really quick. So the first thing that we are going to want to do here is go right to this stair, and we'll want to chop out this block down here, which would be the first thing. And we have a little bit to chop out over here. Nothing too much, but just a tiny bit here. This terrain here is slightly different as well, so that will help us out. So the first thing we'll actually want to do is where we have this one block here, we'll want to place, actually let me just go over all this because I think it's a little different. Yeah, it is. Okay, so there is a torch on this one right here. Again, if you don't have this, go to the what do you call it, the boat shop tutorial. This grass should go here, so then there's a 1 block gap from here. This one should go across a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And chop that one out, so it should be 6 and then another 6. Here we want to leave a gap of 1 and put 2. Then we want 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of water. And then after that, we want to have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of grass here, which is good. And there should be a torch here in line with this birch. Now what we want to do is we want to have a diagonal going here and a diagonal going here, and then this here should come across 4 like it does. We'll just have a little bit of this terrain to chop out. What we will want to do is right over here, we'll want to punch this out, and that out, so we have a bit of punching out to do. These 2 blocks up here, we'll want to lower them down. Actually, not those ones. I apologize. This one will want to stay. Instead, what we are going to want to do. Okay, so this should be 1, 2. This should, yeah, apologize. It should be like that. So it should be diagonal, diagonal, and then a little L shape like this. Right here, we want to chop this out, so then this is 2. and also lower this down, so then this is 3. Again, we'll want to chop out this one and lower these 2 down, and then lastly we'll want to lower these 2 down, so that is at 3 as well. So it should be 3, 3, like basically like a staircase of 3s right over here. Over here we want to chop these out and these out, so then it's a staircase of 2s, and also want to chop out one more. Okay, so right over here, right next to this, we'll want to have 4 blocks of open next to this birch. This should go, chop this out over here, so we have 3 blocks. Then we want to go backwards here by a total of 3 as well. 1, 2, 3. So we have 4. Turn this way, 3, and there should be a torch here. Turn this way and go 3. Go back 1 and fill that in. Go over 1. Then turn this way, and we'll want to break out 1, 2, 3, 4 next to it, so it's a total of 5. We'll want to break out all of this in front of it. This here should, we'll need to break out a little more down here as well. So go right next to where we have the 3 blocks right here next to this torch. We will want to break this one behind it. Go diagonal, diagonal, diagonal. So then it should be like this. Over 1, 2. Drag it forward. And punch out these 2. That should be the shape down like that. We'll need to add a piece here. Chop out these 2. We'll also need to adjust some of this a little bit as well. This is a lot of updates from Stampy's actual world. So these 2 should be chopped out, and these 2 should be chopped out. So it should be 2, 2, 2, and then 3. Guys, make sure if you're having trouble with this, make sure to either go back and slow down the video or watch it as many times. And if not, just try and get it as close as you can, because this is most likely going to change at some point in the future. Because Stampy always says, do not worry too much about terrain, because it will change. If it's, like I said, if it's hard to understand, make sure to go back in the video. Okay, so this here should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. 7 blocks, I apologize. So it should be in line with these 2. Chop these out, so this is 3. Add 1 block here, and that is it. That is that part done. Down here we'll need to make a slight adjustment. So in front of this we have the 7. This one should be punched out right here. And actually, I think that is everything, which it is. So yeah, all this, if you guys want to change this all to grass, you can. It looks a little bit strange, but this is what the terrain looks like from Stampy's world when I went there after so literally this is the most updated thing you'll find, because when I went to his world, it was after the world after he recorded Mirror World, and that was for the most recent episodes. So this is the most accurate thing you will find. And yeah, let me change this all to grass, because I know a lot of people will get upset or frustrated by it being dirt, so the rest can spread. I don't mind. Okay, so now what we are going to want to do is make a really long path. Actually, 2 really long paths. So let's actually go behind the theater. Behind the theater, you guys should have this path over here. This path, what we'll want to do is we want to bring this path down, punch it all the way down. So chop this all the way out. And not yet. Let's chop out these few trees here. These should all be chopped out. This tree can go. This tree can also go. All of them can go. And also this one. So yeah, some of this snow will have to be a little bit removed as well. So I think the best way to do that is by placing water buckets, and then placing a water bucket and then covering it up. This is the best way to get rid of all this grass and snow, because this is not actually here. Okie dokie. This will probably not work too well because of the edge, which I will show you guys this terrain as well. Do not worry, this will be part of this episode's big terrain episode. Okay, let me get rid of all this snow. Awesome, we'll put one here. These leaves should be going. One more there to get rid of all this. No, that hole ruined it. Come on. There we go. So yeah, that's all good. And what we want to do is, we'll go down to this path actually. We want to punch this all the way down, punch it, break it all out. Like this, keep on going down. And then we could stop about here. We want to stop about where this terrain stops. And then we want to connect this one down. And basically what we want to do is line up these paths. Like this. Okay? This one right here, however, will go down 2 extra. 1, 2, and then there'll be a staircase here. Okay. So, yeah, this path will be like this, as you can see. So we could chop this all out. Chop it all out. The path will be down at this level. So keep punching it out, and I'll just use this as a marker for now. Yeah, so this will all be punched out. This will come down to here. You can break this all out. Okay, so what we'll want to do over here, just to show you, is right here, this is where it turns. So this will be like this and go all the way down that way. As you can see, this will be the corner. So this corner piece in right here, this is going to be a birch. So the one that connects like this will be a birch. So make sure this one's a birch, so which means all these are birches technically. And then this, let's just make this little, this is the corner. This is the exact corner of where it goes. We'll want to place 2 rows in front of this, so spruce, birch, like that. So this, there should be a stair here with a spruce. This will be spruce, so it's on the 3rd one here. What we could do is we could punch this terrain down. We'll punch this down until we're in line with that over there, and we'll drag it out like this. I'll show you guys how to do this terrain, but this is all punched out for the runway. So let me get rid of all this. And what I want you guys to do is fill in this entire path all the way down, and then fill in that path all the way down, and you guys will see it when I am finished. Once you have all the paths filled in, let me just clear up this snow and all this stuff. We have to remove a few trees and do a little bit of terrain. So this tree here is the first tree that can go over here. So I'm going to punch it from the top so then the snow doesn't fall. Too late. It already did. And it's doing it anyway. Well, either way. There's cool. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to chop all this out so it's in line with the staircase. And this should go across 6. So it should be 7, my bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which it is, which is good. And this terrain kind of goes like this. This area down here is all filled in. So let me just get to that. This tree is not here, so you can get rid of this one. That will despawn. And yeah, this terrain in here is all at this level. So we can fill in all this. I think all right here. So I'm going to do another fill command. Okay, so again, this how to learn the fill command. So slash fill. It was -53, and then I hit enter. If you guys don't know to how I get it back up there, so when I go to look at it, I hit it's negative whatever coordinate is for you. Then it's I hit up on the D-pad, and then I hit 68 and enter. Then I hit up on it again, and it'd be 347. And yeah, and then I can go over here to cover not this cave. We want that cave is still here, but to here. And then we can go, actually it should be a block in the ground. Remember, because if you guys stand at this level, above the level that's filled in, it will fill in too many layers. So what we'll want to do is we'll make sure that we're at this layer down here. So you're at the layer that you want to fill in. You want to be standing next to the layer that you're about to fill in like this. So we'll go and break that one out temporarily, and we'll do squiggly, 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 and grass. And like I said, if this is too confusing for you guys, then make sure to just fill it in by hand. I'm just showing this way for people who are not having trouble with this, because it is a little bit easier. And then again, this could all be removed for water. I mean, snow. Snow can go bye-bye. All this can go. Okay. If you guys do not have all of this land Well, you guys will have this path, so I'll show you guys how to do this terrain. But if you guys do not have all this, do not worry about it. If you guys do not have this side, do not worry about it. Maybe I'll make a tutorial on how to build this separately. But for right now, I'm only, for this tutorial at least, because this is mainly the airport tutorial. But it won't matter what world you're in for that. But for the parts that a few parts I'm going to be showing now, you guys may not be up to. But for over here, you guys should, because you should have this path that goes down and connected up. And this should all be filled in with grass. Even if it's at this layer down here or up there, I'll show you guys how to shape it. So if we go right over here, this is where we'll need to do a bit of shaping. So we'll need to go over. So we have 4, right, again, the 3 blocks out. It should go over 4. And then we'll want to chop out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Then we want to place, we want to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then it should go back 1. And it should go 4. And then all of this, like this, can all be punched out. All of this here can be punched out. Like so. Yeah, all these holes and other stuff underground are a little bit annoying, but it's nothing too major to fill in. You know, all easy stuff to do. And yeah, that's, you know, cool. Okay, so we have the 4 blocks there. Now what we'll want to do is we'll want to leave the first 3. This should be in line with this spruce block, by the way. If it's not, you'll know you did something wrong. So you want to leave the first 3. Then we want to punch out 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, you want to punch out 4. Then leave 3. Then you want to punch out 1, 2, 3. Then you want to, yeah, this is definitely something I checked out when I went to Stampy as well, because I know that it was weird at first, but this is what it is. So we have 4, 3. Punch out 3. Then there should be 1 here that sticks out. 1, 2. Should be back there. If you guys aren't, I'm going to be saying punch out, but if you guys don't have anything here, what you guys can do is just place 3, so it should be 3, and then back 1 and 4. 3, 3, 1, 2. So yeah, it doesn't really matter, but I know I'm saying break, but all it matters is the numbers that you guys have here. Then we should have 4. Then we go back, and we'll have 3, like this. We'll have 3 again. So we have 4, 3, and then come out and we have 3. Then we go back and we'll have 4. Then we'll come forward and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. And right here, we'll have 3. And then chop out this one. This will be a path here. So we'll want to have a path here. And we'll know it's right. This front one here should be a spruce, which it is. Awesome. So that should be a spruce. We'll have to chop this out. Bingo. It will be 2 blocks away from bingo, which will be 100% right. However, I think this is in the wrong spot. I'll have to confirm, but I'm pretty sure that this is in the wrong spot. So I will let you guys know. And I think it's either a block off or maybe, I don't know. I don't think mine's a block off because I remember fixing it a few times. So I will look into it, and yeah, because I know I've had to fix mine for making it a block off. So, but do not worry about this. Actually, I'm going to leave this area over here. So I need to confirm this, and I'll do this either in a separate video or whatever, confirming the Stampy's first house. But for some reason, I feel like it's not supposed to be there. Maybe it is. Maybe my reference world is not the most updated version of it. Okay, so right here, like we have, the staircase should be in line with this. So we'll have a birch, a spruce, a birch, and then right here we'll have spruce like that. And then this can all be connected down. So while doing this quick update, make sure you guys are in the Discord server. And if you're not, you really should join it. It's the best way to communicate with myself and also Redstone. It's the best way to talk to all of our other subscribers, get to know about any important information. You know, it's definitely not something that you want to miss out on. And it's just a lot of fun as well. And another thing, in chat, in live streams or whatever, there is a new, what do you call it? A new command. It is !member. I know some of you guys I've seen have been unable to see the join button. So if you guys type in !member, you guys will now be able to access that and see all that if you're on iOS devices that do not show it. So that's another new feature. And lastly, make sure you guys are checking out either the Java server if you're on Java, or also the Realm if you are on Bedrock. They are both open, and yeah, they have different types of games. And like the Java server is in development, but currently has a kit PvP and survival. The Realm is a pure survival if you guys want to get achievements or record a series in there. I am currently recording a series on my personal YouTube channel. Danny is the bomb. I'm recording a Danny Craft series on there, so make sure to check that out as well. And yeah, whatever you guys are, those are both available to you guys, and you guys can check them out if you so choose. Okay, so this path is here, and let's just do a bit more terrain going this way. So we'll need to go here. So next to these stairs, there should be 2. Then it should come out, and it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it should go back, and we'll have 1, 2 come out. 1, 2. Next, I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is. And then we'll have to go 4. Apologize. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go back and go 1, 2, 3. And then forward. 1, 2, 3. Turn this way. Put 1 here. Go 2. Then we want to drag this down until you get in line with this. And then this could all be filled in here. This is something that would not be worth the fill command, so I'm going to do this manually. I probably will not include this part of the airport series. I'll probably actually title it, now that I think about it, airport terrain. So yeah, you guys do not need to worry about that. So this is going to be a one I have to count. I won't be able to tell visibly. This one is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one should be punched out, which is the 11th. So there should be 10 here. So there should be 4, 2, 4. Yeah, 10. And then we want to have 1 sticking out here. So we have 1 next to it. Then we should have 3 here. This should go back, and it should go 5. So it does not go like that anymore. So it should be 10, 1 back, 1 forward, 3, 5. Then we want it to come out 4. Then it should be 2, 4, and I think this path is... Wow, another update that I didn't think I'd be doing in this one is this path got wider, which is why this is strange. Okay. Apologize for this. I think that this terrain here, due to that path, we may need to do a few slight adjustments. Oh, I know why. I made it in line with the staircase instead of... Yeah, I'm smart. I made this in line with the staircase instead of bumping it back a block. So all you need to do is move this back a block. I apologize for this. Just punch out all the blocks. Well, I'll just have to scoot this back a block. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Punch out this one. 1 here. So yeah, it just should be back a block. So it's 2, 4, 2, 2, 5, 4, 3, 3. In case you guys have that. So it should be 2 here, 2 here. This should be 10. So we'll need to add an extra 1. Chop that out and that out. Add an extra 1. Chop it out. Add an extra 1. Add an extra 1. Add 1 more extra 1. And extend that down. Like that. So that is good. Sorry about the confusion, but that is what it should be like. So again, let me go over that one more time in case it was confusing. It should be 2, 2, 10, back 1, forward 1, 3, 5, 4, 2, 4, 4. This staircase will have to come out 1 like that. And this path goes down and it is now a 3-block path. I don't remember when he did this, but I do remember it happening. Chop these out, and we'll need to extend this path to be a wider path right here. Like so. So this should go all the way down to the end like that. And that is looking good. Okay, so that will be all for today's tutorial, we have that path filled in. We were able to fill in all the space ready for the airport. All of this, we adjusted that terrain over there. We made a whole bunch of flat land. This is where the airport will go, the runway. We adjusted all this terrain, extended the path. This area I will try and confirm off video, and I will probably make a video on this, how to make it, when I confirm location, because either mine is off in my reference world or Darman's is off, and I'll have to figure that out, and I will get to you guys on that one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and crush that bell so you'll be notified every single time we upload a video or do a live stream. Remember, next video will be part 1 of the airport, which will probably be the building, and then maybe part 2 will be the interior and runway, or whatever, redstone runway. I don't really know exactly how it's going to be, but we'll figure it out when we get there. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.